There is a battle between good and evil. On one side is God, the other the devil. God made a garden, and it was beautiful. He set man in it, and he was dutiful. Satan came along and didn't like God's plan. He thought he knew why God created the man. He didn't think that God knew more than he did. He looked at the man as a weak little kid. He used cunningness and he tricked Adam's wife. He got them to eat fruit that would take their life. Satan thought he'd won and destroyed God's man. But God was not done, for he had a plan. The devil should have upgraded his thinking, because God knows the end from the beginning. The devil would never outwit him, and Satan will never win. There's a battle of good and evil, but God's on the winning side. Satan may think that there's a contest, but there's nothing left to decide. God knew exactly what would happen before Earth's foundations were laid. He worked out every little detail, and into his hands Satan played. God even created the devil. He sees and knows his every thought, and one day in the distant future, he will be in a lake that's hot. When the devil thought up his killing plan, he didn't know God's plan to be a man. God as a man wouldn't have original sin, so he could provide redemption for them. He just needed to live a sinless life, then die as a substitute sacrifice. God was born to Mary and was called Jesus. Mary and Joseph knew he would save us. Once Satan realized what had happened, he worked so hard to try to defeat him. But in the end, all he did was kill him, which was God's plan for our redemption. Oh yes, there's a battle of good and evil, but God's on the winning side. The battle rages in our hearts too, but God wants you on his side. Just put your trust in God through Jesus, for he loves and will comfort you. In everything seek his face in prayer, and he'll help you in all that you do. There's a battle of good and evil, but the victory God had won. Yes, the victory is already won. The victory's won.